Sometimes, the danger outside isn't as deadly as the danger you invite into your own home. So let's begin this story.
At the heart of Moonwell Pond lived King Marino, an old, wise frog who had ruled peacefully for decades. But in recent years, peace had become a rare luxury. His own community, cousins, uncles, loudmouth nephews, argued day and night. Every sunrise brought complaints, and every sunset carried more drama. Marino, once proud and patient, felt his heart slowly cracking. No matter how hard he tried to guide them, they dismissed him, mocked him, demanded more. What hurt him most wasn't their noise, it was their lack of respect. One night, exhausted and trembling, he whispered to himself, "Maybe the danger outside isn't worse than the misery inside." That single thought pushed him toward a decision that would change Moonwell forever.
Marino leapt through the tall, moonlit grass, heading toward the forest edge where danger lived freely. For years, frogs whispered about Syraxis, the ancient cobra feared by all creatures near Moonwell. She was known not only for her venom, but for her hunger, a hunger that never truly slept. When Marino finally found her, Syraxis rose slowly from the shadows, towering above him. "Why does a king come to his enemy?" she hissed. Marino swallowed his fear and said, "I seek peace, even if it costs me something terrible." He explained his misery, the noise, the chaos, the disrespect. Syraxis listened with unsettling curiosity. Then she smiled. "I can eat the ones who disturb you, but remember, I am never satisfied for long." Marino hesitated, then nodded. Syraxis slithered into Moonwell the next morning. The frogs who had tormented Marino for months were the first to scream and the first to disappear. At first, Marino felt relief. For the first time in years, the pond was quiet. His loyal friends whispered, "Maybe this will finally restore peace." But peace, born from fear, is never real. Syraxis ate greedily, faster than Marino expected. She seemed intoxicated by the ease of her new feast. When the loudest frogs were gone, she began eyeing others. "Just one more. They look tasty," she hissed. Marino shook his head. "No, only the ones who troubled the kingdom." But Syraxis's tongue flicked hungrily. "You made a deal, king, and now my appetite grows."
Days passed, and Moonwell grew emptier. Syraxis no longer cared who caused trouble. Hunger had erased all logic. She devoured Marino's loyal companions, then his advisors. Marino pleaded, "Stop! You promised!" Syraxis interrupted, "I promised nothing. You opened the door, I simply walked in." Then came the moment that shattered Marino's heart. Syraxis swallowed his only son. The well echoed with the king's cry, a sound of pain so deep it shook even the leaves. Realizing he had delivered destruction to his own home, Marino fell into despair. Syraxis circled him. "You are the last. Bring me more frogs, or you will be my next meal." Trembling, he agreed, not to save the cobra, but to save himself.
Marino climbed out of Moonwell with trembling legs, promising the cobra he would return with frogs from distant ponds. But once outside, he looked at the stars and whispered, "No creature who feeds on destruction will ever know loyalty." He fled far away, finding refuge in a peaceful marsh where he rebuilt his life. Inside Moonwell, Syraxis waited and waited. Days turned into weeks. Starvation twisted her strength into weakness. With her final breath, she hissed, "Bring him back!" A lizard carried her message across fields, but Marino only replied,
A hungry heart is a dangerous heart. I will never return. Syraxis died alone in the empty well, destroyed by the very appetite she refused to control.